It's your man Dale again here with another episode. Today, I want to speak to you about something that actually changed my life once I heard about this. It was it was over. I just became obsessed, and I just wouldn't let anything stop me from achieving what it said in this book. Now, some of you may recognize this. Some of you may be seeing this for the first time, but this is actually called the cash flow quadrant. There's a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. You talk to a lot of real estate investors today. They're going to tell you that this book sparked their interest and caused them to begin the real estate journey. This here cash flow quadrant, you have four. It's quadrant, so it's four. You got four different letters. E stands for employee. S stands for self-employed. B stands for business owner, and the I stands for investor. Now, majority of the people are like right here according to society, but I'll beg to differ that you're actually like down here. But we're just going to say right here, you trade your time for money. That's what an employee does. They trade their time for money. So they have a job. Down here, you have self-employed. Self-employed people, they actually own their job. So they still have a job. They own it. Their income is dependent upon them. They just aren't dependent upon another human being to give them their salary. They create their salary on their own. Now, then there's the B. Now, the B is a big business. And with big businesses, they own the system. So when you actually are able to put a system in place, you're able to generate income with or without your presence. One of the most famous big businesses that own the system is your McDonald's. You think about it, McDonald's is very systematized. It's like a multi-billion dollar company, and it can be run by 16-year-olds. If one 16-year-old quits today and they hire another one tomorrow, all they do is plug them into that system, and it just keeps running. And that's the big business. And then the I is investor. Now, that's when you actually make your money work for you. That's pretty much like when you learn how to do that, that's when like the game is over. Out of all of these quadrants, that's what you want to aspire to. But the whole point of this thing is no matter where you are, whether you're here, here, or here, really what you want to do is you want to funnel your money to this quadrant right here. Now, what do I mean? Okay, so now if you're an employee, you need to put a percentage of your money towards something that's going to make money for you, whether you work or not. Whether you're self-employed, you need to put a percentage of your money into something that's going to make money for you, whether you work or not. Whether you're here, put your money into something that's going to whether you're going to work or not. Okay, so you have the left and you have the right side of the quadrant. The left side of the quadrant, you're trading your time for money. The right side is kind of like, you actually have other people working for you up here, and then down here, your money's working for you. If you could choose two quadrants you could be in, which two would you want to be in? Probably would want to be in these two, right? Because these don't require any of your personal time, right? What if I was to tell you that there's something that you could like buy and it actually falls in both of these quadrants? Real estate is both a B and an I, because the real estate, it says you own a system and people work for you. Now, although you actually don't have people actually physically working for you, you do actually have people that are actually working to live in the property that you actually own. So they are, in essence, kind of like working for you because they go to work to pay their bills, and one of their bills is you. So it's pretty much like when you own a company and you have employees, you're buying them at wholesale and selling them at retail. So you're making money off your employees. So it's kind of like the same thing. Each of those houses are kind of like, your employees. And then it's an investment because you put your money up, you purchase the house. And if you were at another level than when I started, you're using leverage. Real estate is both of these. So that's why it's very important that you get a rental property. That's why I'm so passionate about it. That's why I believe it's the way to go. Remember, Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. He talks a little bit more about it. After you read that, you may get that bite, what I'm saying, like I had got. So hopefully it does the same thing for you as it does for me, because if it does, it's definitely going to change your life. And until next time, you take care.